Morning guys, John Jones from the Reddish Rascals here. Just a quick video this morning. You must be getting sick of mine now. With me being off work, I've got nothing else to do. So making little shorts every day as I'm down the allotment. So today I'm going to be, I'll show you now. So today I'm going to be planting up our potatoes for the very small single seed potato grow along 2026 for Mr. Terry King. So I have my little small seed potatoes there, and I also have, let me just move this out of the way, I've all my ingredients, which is going to, for those that have watched the last few videos, is going to be the same mix that I use in my big potato pot. So I have quarter koi, quarter spent potato compost from last season, a quarter of sieve soil, and a quarter of our homemade compost. Plus I have got 250 grams of blood fish and bone to mix in so that it's all done. So I'm going to set up the video stand and show you me mixing my composts and stuff, and then selecting my, I'm going to go with 4 of them potatoes in there. I'm going to try 2 Charlottes, I think there's 1 Golden Wonder I've been looking at and 1 Disney, so I'm going to see what we get out of them. Okay, so guys, I just put a piece of polythene down on the top of this bed that I did the other day, so we'll start mixing, eh? So these are 5.5 litre pots. I'm just going to spread it out a bit. This is the spent compost from last year. There's even got a small potato in there, I might grow that one. And a wire worm, so that's being dispatched. What I'm going to do is, because I've been spent, put in half of my blood fish and bone at that point. This is the soil, so these are going to make them a bit heavier in the buckets than normal, because obviously soil's got a lot more structure to it. Give that some good results, because obviously it's come from in the polytunnel, so I have had crops growing in there. So that's that done. Now this is my homemade compost that I served the other day. Well, as you can see, got a good mix. So with the soil, it'll give some structure and support to the potatoes, which I have never done before. I've just normally used compost, to be honest. But because I haven't got a lot of compost this season, because I used it on a lot of the raised beds on my plot earlier in the season when I was making them, I've used soil because it's free. It's also had a lot of nutrients and amendments over the summer months, which may not have been useful. But as you can see, it's quite fluffy. The coir, I wish I was as lucky as Terry to find all these unscrupulously dumped cannabis bags with the free coir in, but I had to buy mine. But you've got to go with a 2 litre pot first to get them going, because they're only small. So I fill it about halfway, give it a little bang, and then I am going to put that potato. I don't know whether you can see, it's just starting with a nice fresh sprout there, so I think it's a Charlotte by the looks of it. And I'm just going to give it a pat down, and that's the first one done. Pat down. I'm going to pick that one, which I think is a Charlotte as well. She's got some nice growth on it. Move that up, give that a little push down. Next one's going to be this one, and it's got a little sprout just there. I don't know if you can see that. And this is a disery. Tell by the pinkness of it. Just get that a little bit more of a mix. So what I'm planning to do with these is once they're up and above the ground and you get a decent root system, I'm going to actually transplant these later into builder's buckets, which are just from being cubed. They're only £1 each, and yeah, we'll go with that. So one more for this grow along. Let's see if we can see if there's a different variety to pick from. To be honest, they all look like Charlotte apart from that one, and we'll go with that because it's the tiniest one and it has got a little green shoot on it. Don't know what variety it is. It does look like a Charlotte, but it's the smallest one in there and it's got a shoot. So nature has a way of finding a way. So like I said, that's them done now. I'll get them labelled up. I won't water them now till they've started showing green across the top. The rest of this I'm going to put in a bucket because it's already pre-made for when I pop these on later on in the year. So actually I've got one more bucket. I might as well use it while I'm here. And we'll go for, let's see, that tiny little one that's got a nice chit on it. I'm only going to put them in the yellow builder's buckets because I have the 30-litre pots for my main croppers of potatoes. I'll be able to know which is which from there, so we can see the grow along as everyone else is. Hope you enjoyed this little video, and hopefully everyone will join in on our grow along with Terry King for the smallest potatoes. Anyone that lives in my local area that likes to have a go, let me know. I'm going to keep these for a few days or a week, and if you want a small potato that you haven't got yourself, you're more than happy to come along and choose one. So that's bye bye for the Reddish Rascals on our very small single potato grow along 2026.